to match up with the Washington Redskins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Smith on first down. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And right away he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Slow.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a former Seminole, this is Chris Thompson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got some real estate inside the 30. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First down, a run with Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So getting in there to swat that one away, Josh Norman defensively.
I still remember the first time I saw him in person. It was a postseason college all-star game, and he's out of Coastal Carolina, and he was the buzz of the week. Everyone kept talking about that corner. Got to go back and do more work on him. It's paid off pretty darn well, hasn't it? Yeah. Josh Norman's had quite an impact in the NFL.
Coastal Carolina round 5, and now a stud. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyrod Taylor with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Smith. his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception. One reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Out of the gun, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Smith. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Smith now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, Smith. Dancing to his left. Shedding the tackle. Forced out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. 30. 10.
Let's give credit where credit is do. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And he slings one that's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They run high. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And that is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. John Hughes coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Slow.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's Yeldon, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They start the drive with Hives. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll give to Hyde. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
He dumps it to Hyde. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the 50, it's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Smith going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They are going for it. It's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Running left, here's Hyde. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Smith throwing on 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. DeJuan Smoot in there. To get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. On 1st down, Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Here's Smith looking to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete. It's Thompson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yes.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Hyde. Skirts by him at the 35. 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him again, and that's his 6th sack of the ball game, one off the NFL record of 7. Now high. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 down.
Here's Gillisley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now Gillisley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?
One in the head, one in the back. watch what you saying. How the poppin' and shaking. Y'all is amazing. My posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back